Hey, Pat McCardle back for another episode of Shop Talk, where today we're reintroducing the Polaris Sportsman X2. Stay tuned for more. All right, let's dive into this awesome all-new X2. Obviously, this is a painted model, so kind of premium trim. You got a really durable finish with this nice paint on here. There's actually some guards here in the back for the passenger, so you got some nice spot to rest your leg there. But the meat and potatoes, really the heart of this vehicle, is in the back. So when you look, we got a nice storage box. It's actually dump capable. There's some hold down rails here, so if you want to strap things down, you got spots to put bungee cords or other light straps. It's a single-handed tailgate, so super easy to open that up. And when you think about it, it's a box. You might want it to tilt. There's actually a lever on either side that you can release to be able to dump that out. So if you're hauling mulch, rock, stuff like that, it makes it really easy to get that to where you're going. And super simple, slam it down and you're ready to go. Now the other cool thing is that this actually converts from a box to a passenger seat. So there's two levers up on the top. I'm going to flip in. I'm going to push the backrest forward, flip the back up. The stock backrest goes down, and there's a little lever here that I can actually adjust this up. So you see, just like that, I went from having a cargo box to now I've got a spot that a passenger can ride with really nice handles, feel really secure. Overall, phenomenal machine for being able to carry a passenger around or do some work. Now, if we come all the way to the back of the vehicle here, it wouldn't be a Sportsman if we didn't have an integrated receiver. And we've got an 1.25 inch receiver right here, set up for 1,350 pounds of towing. Let's go down and look down in the area here, but we got some sweet A-arm guards that are gonna protect those CV joints, from debris on the trail side. We got some super nice 26-inch Duro tires, really beefy, nice big lug on them. You can see these all new headlights. We got the accents on right now. And if we flip the switch, you can see low beams are actually gonna be the bumper lights. And when we go to high, it actually adds the pod. So when you think about some of those plowing applications, when you want that steerable light, super nice with this 3-light setup. As we get down to the front, you can see the all-new fascia on this model, where we got a sweet, easy removable grill, so you can wash that out. It makes it really nice and convenient for, clearing that out if you get any mud or debris in. And we've got a 3,500-pound winch with the nice synthetic rope. It's got the auto shut-off, the new hook, even got the orange strap so you know where to grab on. So super nice for extraction, if you're maybe doing some woodwork or if you got to help your buddy out of a jam or plow, you got some good options to use there. We got this nice integrated bumper along with the rack extender on the top of the front here. And if we show off that, it's a super nice area. So we've got a bulb seal that goes all the way around to actually seal this area off. So when you're throwing your gloves, your knife, we've got a nice area here that's even got a seal around it for accessing the radiator cap. We've got actually a handlebar control here. So we've got electronic throttle on this model, which is pretty nice. You see there's no cable, just some wires coming out, and a momentary switch on this one. So we've actually got 4 positions. So we've got turf, 2-wheel drive, all-wheel drive, and ADC. And we'll jump on and show you those. But one of the cool things about the X2, it's actually the only ATV in the lineup that gets that turf mode, which actually unlocks the rear differential. So when you're driving around on grass, you're not going to tear it up as much. And it'll actually help you make slightly tighter corners when you're trail riding through the woods. So if you come around, you might be able to see the display here. We're actually in ADC mode right now. So you can see we've got this ATV going down the hill. That's actually going to help when you're off the throttle and kind of decelerating. It's going to let all 4 wheels use the engine braking to slow you down. As we go left one, we're going to get all-wheel drive, so all 4 wheels pulling for you. 2x4 is a locked rear end, and then that turf functionality, you heard the click. That's actually the rear solenoid opening up that rear end, so you basically get 1-wheel drive out of that turf functionality. The other thing we've got here is the throttle mode. So we're in work right now, which is going to be kind of the laziest throttle application, which is nice for going slow or when you're doing jobs. When you flip it up to the middle, standard is kind of going to be what you're used to on a Sportsman as you go. And when you flip it up into performance, it's going to be the fastest tip-in. So it's going to be the quickest acceleration as you get on that thumb lever. Overall, when we get to the left side here, you can see you got winch switches for in and out. So really nice right on the handlebar. You don't even have to take your hands off the bars. As we go here, you can toggle through on the gauge with this reverse override speedo button. So that'll actually toggle through some of the things on here. And when you get into reverse, if you're in the mud and you need full power, you can hold that one down. So really easy layout on the handlebars and switches. We've also got the cigar outlet size 12 volts. So if you need to run a tire pump or something like that. And this is actually a charge port. So if you got your machine stored for off season, you can plug in a battery tender right there. and keep the battery topped off, even though it is very easy to get to right under that box. As we dive in, there's a couple other cool features on this one that a lot of people may not be aware of. There's actually the ability to adjust the power steering. So you can see this says EPS high. I can actually adjust that down to low assist, medium, or high, where I'll get the most assist out of that feature set. The other one that's nice is if we get into the advanced setting menu, eventually I'll toggle down to the right one. We get our pin code entered here. We can actually adjust the max speed. So you see this little turtle icon illuminated? Right now we've got it set to 30 miles an hour. And if we hold down the mode button, you'll see it starts to flash. And we can actually adjust that down. So if we got, a newer rider, we only want to be able to go 20, we can toggle and it'll actually limit the speed of the vehicle for you. So you don't have to do anything different. So cool stuff built in right into the vehicle there. All right, so we went through the all-new front end style. We talked about a bunch of the driver interface, the different throttle modes, the different driveline modes, and the awesome convertibility of this back end. So whether you're using it for storage or a passenger seat, this all-new X2 is phenomenal. Hey, that's it for this episode of Shop Talk. Be sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and let us know what you want to see next time.